We like to pretend that genetics don't matter, but they do. And the longer you work out, the more you realize how much they actually matter. Now, does this mean you're doomed and you won't be able to build a decent physique? Not at all. However, you can't expect to build a physique like this guy or this guy. Sorry, Julian and Hussein. Now, whether or not they're natural isn't up for me to decide. Again, I have no clue, and I'd much rather stay neutral and not say anything, because if I'm being honest, if they show me their blood work, I wouldn't know what to look out for. So I can't really tell. Anyways, this video isn't if they're natural or not. The point I want to make is there will be a lot of people out there with insane genetics that will work out for less time than you, with less intensity, eat worse food, basically not take care of their diet or nutrition or sleep, whatever, and they will still build a better physique than you in half the time. Sadly, that's the reality. And if you don't agree with me, then take a look at this post that Jeff Nippard did on his Instagram. I'll read it with you. We all want to believe we fully earn our physiques, but we don't. Genetics are powerful, and some people will always be more jacked than you, sometimes with less effort, just like how I mentioned. And it's just the reality, really. Again, just because someone is natty doesn't mean you can achieve their physique. They might have better genetics than you. And sadly, the more you work out, the more you'll realize this. If you're just a teenager, or even if you're older, you won't look like that, I'm afraid. 99.9% of the population will not look like these guys, even if you take steroids. That's all I'm saying. See, like, we accept that people can get rich without working, etc. But when it comes to getting jacked, not so much. It's because when you've worked out so hard to build your physique, it's frustrating to see someone cruise past you. And it is. Come on, I've been working out for 5 years, 6 now. And there's no way I look even close to this kid. Again, is he taking steroids or not? I don't know. But even if I did take steroids, I probably wouldn't look like this guy. Anyways, you shouldn't buy based on someone's physique in the first place. Instead, you should ask, is the program well designed? Is the supplement backed by good science? What the seller looks like should be irrelevant to that purchase decision. And this doesn't really happen, especially on social media, and we know it. And there's a huge incentive for people to take steroids, lie about them, all in the hopes to basically make more money. Whether or not these guys are doing it, I don't know. But again, this is just so you are aware that there's a lot of fake naturals out there that are doing it just to sell and just to make more money. So be careful who you buy programs from. Anyways, not the point of the video, sorry. In over a decade of navigating natty or not debates, I've noticed that the people who do best are the ones who accept genetic differences. Me. Avoid comparing themselves to others and focus on their own progress. Exactly. And this is the point of this video. The sooner you come to terms with this, and the sooner you accept the reality, the easier your fitness journey will become. You need to focus on what you can control. Your intensity when working out, your programming, whether you're sleeping enough or not, your nutrition. Focus on what you can control. Now, does this mean you're gonna build an insane physique? I'll give you my example. When I started working out, I weighed around 56 kilos. At, I don't know the height, 173, 175 centimeters. I don't know, I'll put in pounds and inches, whatever. Empirical system. I started with this weight and I'm currently only at 72 kilos, 74. I only gained 40 pounds in 4 to 5, maybe even 6 years. But these kids are putting it on 2 years. Now, genetics might play a huge role. And again, their height is just different. There's no point in me trying to compare my journey to theirs. I'm just completely different, and you should do the same. And in fact, I still think I have a decent physique anyways, even with bad genetics. Although I don't consider myself with bad genetics, I just don't think I have great genetics. I have mediocre ones. And chances are, if you're watching this video, you probably have mediocre genetics as well. The chances of you being in the extreme of good and bad are extremely low. And even with this being said, building a good physique doesn't mean you have to be a bodybuilder. You can still look great. Anyways, I'm diverging. The point of this video was to kind of respond to the new video of Jeff Nippard that he just made about how you can look like you're on steroids even while being natural. Because it has been getting a lot of negative comments. And I just want people to understand that. Whether they're natural or not, I'm not debating that. But you can still look decent even with mediocre genetics. But you do have to understand that there are a lot of people out there who will be genetic outliers, who will look better than you, with no effort. Sadly, that's the reality. And maybe I'm trying to make this video sort of because I'm in the fitness industry and I want to sell more programs and I need coaching clients, and if I don't have a good physique, people won't buy that much from me. Maybe that's why I'm making this video. So please buy my coaching. I'm just kidding. Anyways, just be aware that On social media, there's a lot of people out there who built their great physique just because of their genetics, not really because they know how to train or eat. That's besides the point. Anyways, again, main idea to take away from this video: focus on you and only you. Don't compare yourself to anyone else. Focus on what you can control: diet, sleep, and training. And even with mediocre genetics, you'll still be able to build a decent physique. And if you found this video helpful, or if you've watched any of my previous videos on my YouTube channel, then please hit the subscribe button, as I'm trying to reach 1,000 before the end of the year. And I want to make better content, so that would be incredibly helpful. With that being said, check out these two videos because YouTube thinks that maybe you'll enjoy them, and hey, maybe you do.